Alright, here we go. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it may be for you. Welcome back to Dark Souls 3, my road to New Game +7. I've spent more than 1600 hours in this game, yet I've never gone past NG+2. Speaking of NG+2, that's what we're doing today, and we are in the main menu because before we start, before I get back into the game, I need to roll on my next weapon. So here's basically every weapon type. Whips and pikes are no longer rollable because we've already done that. Let's spin the wheel, see what we get. Okay, hammers. Hammers is alright. I had a feeling it would be one of those, well, I don't really know. I almost had a feeling it would be great hammers. Just because that would maybe be the next worst on the list. Maybe thrusting swords. The weapon wheel has a tendency to just give me the worst things available. It started me out with spears, which I've never really spent any time on, and then it moved on to whips. But hammers are alright. Alright, let's hide the hammers and take a look. What are our options? Hammers. We have maces, we have clubs, we have a morning star, we have a reinforced club, we have the Drang twin hammers, we have a Hazel's pick. That's a hammer, alright. We have the blacksmith hammer, we have the war pick. I think it would be funny to just do it with the club or reinforced club, whichever one I actually have. The reinforced club has bleed? That's crazy. I think reinforced club sounds good. I'm not sure if I have it. Where do I loot it? At the path where the giant is shooting just ahead of the dilapidated bridge. Right. I'm sure I'll find it. I'm pretty sure I did not pick it up. So. Let's go find it. I have two great clubs, and a large club. Oh, I did pick it up. That's good. Let's see, C scaling in strength, right. Well, I do have 36 strength by now.
Ah.
Did I did not pick up the ashes in this run. Let's see. I should have enough to get this to +10.
Pretty.
Alright. I did spend on this.
Ashen.
I don't remember which ash it is.
The full ash. Very the heck.
Which ash allows me to buy large titanite shards again? I remember which one it is that gives me
Farewell,
chunks. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Begin journey 3. Yes, I love it when the camera does that. Because I tapped out in between. Okay. Let me get some music. Where's my music? Where's anything? Where am I? Who am I? Yep. Although... Nah, that's not very fitting. Sorry, I need to sort that out a little bit. Although, no... It'll be fine. Let's go. This is a blunt weapon, so it should be really good against the crystal lizard. I've been playing Night Rain earlier today. I managed to solo 3 out of 8 of the Night Lords so far. Just got the 3rd one today. And it was the one that's weak to poison, the Maw or whatever it's called. I had an absolute god run going there. I still had... Like, I got to a pretty high level. The castle was... I was playing Duchess with... a starting weapon was a poison dagger that also has the frost mist weapon art. And I also get concealed, like it's the frost dragon relic and the moth relic, I think, those two combined. Ow, can you not? And those very easy to trigger, to take advantage of. Had a good start, got to a decent level on the first night. Then I went to the township that has the special merchant. Got the Peldrake. Is it Peldrake? I got the physical resist talisman and the Earth Tree favor. Well worth the money in my mind. Music is a bit loud in my ears. Let me turn it down. That should be better. Where was I? Yeah, first night, got to a decent level. I think it was level 8. Friendly minus to head rate. I just started new. Hi, new. Yeah, I got beverages right next to me. How you doing? Just talking about how I'm fine. I'm just talking about how I soloed, so about the run where I managed to solo the I can't remember the name of it. The Night Lord and Night Rain that's weak to poison, the second one in the list, the whatever more. Why am I so bad with names? Yeah, I had a really good run. I got like 4 revives left at the end. I got the revive from the township merchant that has a special like inventory. Also got 2 talismans from that guy. Bought a normal revive from the merchant, like the regular merchant. And then in the preparation area for the 3rd night also got another one. And I didn't need any of them. Which is the really good part. I was doing the entire thing on Duchess and... like, any staff with Carrion Slicer on the Duchess is absolutely crazy. Some people describe this as being him. Yeah, I am him. Sometimes. Sometimes when I just log in, get into the flow of it, and it just works. And of course, with the loot and everything being random at the map layout, I got lucky as well. Very happy. Alright. Well, hey, out of the way. Let's just kill Vord real fast, and maybe we'll do Dancer early on this one as well. Why not? Could do the entire journey from Dancer all the way to DSA again. Okay, that did not one-shot the Lothric Knight. Ow. Well, he's not in the way anymore, so what do I care? You'll be lurking? Ow. Okay. Have fun. Ouch. Yeah, ouch. Very much ouch. Good start. Good start. Exactly how I envisioned it. This man is talking about doing Dancer early and going all the way to DSA, and then dies to a simple Lothric Knight before even reaching Vord. Group of enemy groups are really, really annoying. I would almost always rather deal with a strong single enemy than a group of medium enemies. This. I noticed that in Night Rain as well. Like, I'd rather fight like the Bloodhound Knight or whatever other solo jail enemies you can encounter, instead of 3 Banished Knights or the 3 Crystallians, because I usually never carry a blunt weapon. On my God run I actually did. I picked up a large club early on and just had that because it was one of the first weapons. And I guess it's a good idea to just carry that around in case you encounter Crystallians. because with the help of that I could get through their special armor real fast. Yeah. The annoying part about Crystallians and those spirit enemies, like the summons that the commander boss has. Those are completely immune to status effects, which makes my whole I frostbite an enemy, go invisible and then hit them a bunch, trigger replay for the poison, and by then they're usually half dead, if not more. Doesn't work on them. It pretty much completely counters my build. Get bonked, Vord. Absolutely bonked. Ow. Alright. Dancer time.
What on earth? Lord, my...
I'm beating the elderly again. Somehow it always comes back to that. Dancer? Ah, you are there. Okay, let me smack that booty. Dancer doesn't really seem all there, and I got the bleed proc. That's crazy. Oh, can I not be so close to the wall, please? I can't see. Bonk. Bonk. Come here, Dancer. Get bonked. Let me smack that booty again. Ow. He doesn't like that? Fine, I'll guess I'll hit you in the head again then. Bye bye, Dancer. Compared to the last two weapon choices, well, it's not really a choice because it's random and then I'm locked in. The last two weapon rolls were certainly a lot worse than this. Like, hammers, way better weapon class than either whips or spears. At least for me. I don't think anyone is gonna argue about whips, but I'm pretty sure there's some people who really like spears. And conceptually, I think spears are cool. So like the medieval weapon, at least in Europe. Well, Middle East as well. Japan had yaris, which were a little different to spears, I think. I'm not too familiar about what the Chinese army was using in medieval. Also not really familiar with Indian military tactics during the medieval era. But yeah, like, spears are the medieval weapon. Can I make that jump? No. That's a New Game Plus item over there. And it's one of the most annoying items to get. Come on. Spears are the medieval weapon, as I was saying. But they're so bad in Dark Souls. I think it's... if you're fighting an opponent who's actually afraid of getting hurt and is trying to avoid getting hurt, a spear is great. You can outrange, you can keep enemies at a distance. If you have some buddies, you can do like a spear wall or other spear formations. But I'm pretty sure a spear would be like one of the worst weapons in a zombie apocalypse. Which is essentially how most of the enemies act.
Where have you gone? Are you hiding from me?
They do not care about self-preservation. They are mainly concerned with just...
You were born a child of dragons. What could you possibly fear?
Just...
No.
killing you. They just want to damage you.
My
And
dear
with
little
enemies
Buster.
like that, a spear is really not a good option. It doesn't really have the stopping power you need when dealing with enemies like that. Yeah, I also have a weapon art that's useful. It increases my damage. Pretty sure it also makes my heavy attack stupid, but I'm not using that. I'm just hitting a giant dragon with a club. Well, he's not really a dragon now, is he? He's like a human who mutated himself through weird experiments. Nice. Get bonked. Yes. Very good. I'm also... Bunga Bunga stress. Yep. It's a big stick on big beast. Well, it's a small stick. This is a big stick. But I'm not allowed to use it. The weapon wheel has not graced me with the big stick. It's average, okay. If you say so. If that's average for you. Had to. Yep, understandable. Okay, yeah. Gundyr. There's not really anything after Gundyr that I want. There's no Titanite chunks or anything. I already have the Hornet Ring, which is not going to be very useful. Actually, Hornet Ring. Yes, since I'm about to absolutely dumpster Champion Gundyr with parries, I should be using that, shouldn't I? Ow. Hey, stop that. And also I shouldn't be replacing my other damage ring. I should be replacing my defensive ring because I'm not gonna get hit. Yeah, I'm gonna end Gundyr's whole career. I'm gonna kill him so hard he's not even gonna be in the next new game cycle. I wish. Two new game minus with you. Ouch. reach. Mission failed, we got hit. True. But it's fine. Get bonked. Is he able to fall off? No, unfortunately not. Bosses in this game, unfortunately, cannot fall off any cliffs. Too close for those attacks. I mean, you have to finagle bosses quite a bit to fall off ledges in Sekiro. I think the only bosses you can really fall off a ledge are Genichiro and Demon of Hatred. And you need to basically go out of bounds for that, so they just walk off the edge, right? Yeah. It would be nice if it could happen. That's on the roofs. Yeah, that's Genichiro. Is it not? Like, the guy on a horse? I think. Nah, I got hit 3 times. That one hit and the beginning, and then the second charge and the follow-up attack from the charge. So yeah, what an embarrassment. Right. I need to collect some Titanite chunks, I think. Some for the next round. He still has his career. Unfortunately, yeah. Coach will still put him in for the next game. Who invited the exploding crossbow guy? Where did he hit me from? Like, I don't even see him anywhere. Yeah, like, the giant axe guy and I, we're buddies, but the crossbow hollow? Really? Kinda cheapens our bond, you know? If you invite someone like that. Ow. Ow. Hot. Hot. I'm good. This is what I mean. I absolutely hate fighting groups of enemies. I'd rather fight one strong guy. focus on one guy, you hit him, and in that time, 3 of his friends just decide to stab you in the face. It turns out getting stabbed in the face is kind of painful. Yeah. It's very unpleasant, you know? Get rid of these barrels and bonk, bonk, and bonk. 3 hits. Then we just walk through him because collision isn't real. Physics don't work like that, but alright. Safest kill imaginable. Nothing here. 2 Titanite chunks. Holy Christ. Yep. Weirdly enough, they didn't consider giving the dragon corpse collision, so you can just walk through. I think the head down here has collision, but the body up there doesn't. Oh yeah, I don't need the Hornet Ring anymore. Whoa. Sorry buddy, I don't have time for you. I need to go down here. We do the same thing again. Like for the other one, you actually have to walk through him when he spawns, otherwise it's getting a lot harder. But for this one, you can literally just walk around. It's such an oversight. I really wonder why they never considered this. Okay, that's 20 chunks in total now. That's good enough. Oh hey, a Braille Divine Tome. What's he gonna do about it? Create collision? Maybe, would be neat. If an enemy could just at will create new collision. Actually, maybe not. Oh, he was waiting for me over there. Yeah, hi buddy. Sorry, still not going to play with you. From the fake knockdown into the real knockdown. And have I ever mentioned I really hate shield bash attacks? They just have almost no startup frames and don't look any different from just regular blocking until I get hit. Yep. He's in a loop. He's in a time loop. That looks dangerous. Never mind, it died. Not dangerous, dead. Yep. Right, singular Titanite chunk, and that's the only thing in this in-between area, even though you can go all the way around here. But it's nothing. Just empty space. And I got a nice cool, like, 767,000 souls. Yeah, it turns out when you do late game bosses early. Oh, I never lit Vord Spawnfire. When you do late game bosses early, you get a whole bunch of souls. Especially on New Game++. I should really get used to two-handing this thing. It's a strength weapon, so I... And by the way, that's not a joke, just a weird name. I mean... You can also just call it New Game +2, but... It's just a logical progression, because when you restart the game with all your stuff and with the same character, it's New Game Plus. So if you do the same thing again, it should be New Game ++, right? Oh yeah, I do want my 5 free levels from Yol. Wait, that's not goofy. Yeah, but it will deal more damage. Because if I'm two-handing a weapon, it considers my strength to be 50% higher, which means I have now, as long as I'm wielding this, I have 57 strength. And there's a just general damage bonus to two-handing. It's also the reason why if you're doing a strength build, there is no point in going past 66. You could consider it like that, yeah. You guys are dead. Oh yeah, notice anything about this shack? Have you played Elden Ring? This is the exact same shack that you find all over the Lands Between. Like, 1 for 1. Even with this little side building here, it's part of it. Same model. And it's the only building you can enter in the Elden Ring overworld. Never played a Souls-like? I see. Oh yeah, they just straight up ripped that model from DS3. Made... Basically... Yeah. Wait, only building? Yeah, it is. If you play Elden Ring or watch Elden Ring, outside of legacy dungeons, the only building in the overworld that you can enter is the shack they stole from DS3. It's the only one. Every other building, just like the houses in Undead Settlement here, is just a locked door, you can't enter it. Yeah, it would have been too much effort to A, create a new building, like one new asset to just place in the overworld, and two, to not repeat it 16 times throughout the game. This motherfucker just parried me. Well, now I have to parry him back, right? I would like to get the other guy out of the way first so I can focus on that. Sure is a good thing I leveled health so much. There we go. A lot harder to parry than Gandia. But not impossible. There. Now we're even. And now you're dead. Only a match up until we won. Exactly. I play evenly matched, and then I win. That's how it usually goes, right? Works in Dark Souls, works in Yu-Gi-Oh! I play evenly matched. Banish yourself face down now. Every time I read or hear evenly matched, I remember the card. Doing all of the good stuff. One of the only things that, and one of the only NPC related things one of the only NPC related things that persists through playthroughs is the friendship bond you forge with the giant up in the tower. So long as you keep this item around. Yeah. Like every other NPC just resets, but usually you have to go up to the tower and talk to him to receive this young white branch, which has a unique description with good friend, no hit at the bottom. And as long as you have that, he can't hurt you. Thank you, Mr. Giant. Yeah. Mr. Giant is a great friend. Unfortunately, if you want every achievement in this game, you have to kill him once. He drops a unique ring, and there is an achievement for having every unique ring. 99% completion, not worth it. Eh. Also, if you're doing any kind of bow focused build, which, let's be honest, 100% of people are most likely not going to do, except me, because I've done a bow only run. Yeah, so the ring he drops is a ring that just makes arrows better. Lakon, welcome, how are you doing? That's a thing, I never see someone play bow. Yeah! Nobody plays bows in this game. Like, they exist, but outside of some weird utility thing, or if you're using specifically the Millwood Greatbow, which has a very interesting weapon art that makes the arrows explode after a while, nobody's using these. And why would you? Bows are just not that... It's not that they're not that good, they're just bad. Slower than magic, they deal less damage than magic, or not necessarily slower, but they don't really have an advantage over magic. Magic deals more damage. And you can use this boss fight. Yeah, in boss fights it's not that great either. Although there's people who are doing magic focused, and that works because like magic is better, it's more versatile, it deals more damage. I think it just boils down to that most of the time. It just does more damage. There we go. If magic and using magic is the easy mode, then bows is more like hard mode. Can you not die? Oh hey, it's the same guy who invaded me earlier. What a shame. That's the wrong bonfire to warp to. Moving on. I guess I'll follow the path the game actually wants me to take, and I'll do Cathedral of the Deep next. Stupid dog, leave me alone. That's not usually the attack that guy does, but that works for me. Sure is a good thing that I'm completely immune to any and all damage while I open a door. Unlike in Dark Souls 3, where opening a door is possibly the most vulnerable you're ever going to be in that game. Bonk, 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 bonk. Thank God doors give you immortality, yeah, but only when you open them. If you touch them just regularly without moving them, they don't do that. Then the door god or whatever does not give you his blessing. I don't know why they go through the transformation when I'm just running past. It seems painful and permanent. Unless you think they can retract those wings back into their ribcage. Never close the door. Yeah. I think Dark Souls 1 had some doors you could close again. Maybe? It's a big maybe. Don't think it's voluntary. Maybe not. Although they seem to be able to control it just fine until I walk past. Maybe it's a response to danger. You know, like that. There's a species of goats that if you scare them, they become paralyzed. They just involuntarily play dead. Completely paralyzed as soon as you scare them. It could be a fear response. And it's just involuntary. And that could certainly be the case. Ow. Goats that grew wings? No, I think you would have heard about those. I think you would have heard about goats that can grow wings, you know? Hey, can I parry you? Perfect. Thank you very much. Yes, but I also wouldn't believe it. True, and even if you saw video of it in the age of very much believable AI video, it could just be fake. I would need to see a goat with wings in person for me to believe it these days. And if someone told me like there's a species of goats that has wings in Argentina, well, Argentina is kind of far away. I would need to be the owner of said goat. I don't know. I think taking care of an animal is kind of annoying. You can be the owner, but let me pet the goat. Although if I was the owner of that goat, I could. I think people would pay good money to see and maybe pet a goat with wings, you know? I think that could be a very good money-making thing. Having a pet goat equip raises your IRL in constitution. How do I equip a goat? Do I have to carry it on my back? Do I wear it like a scarf around my shoulders? Just press I. Hadn't considered that. Although I do kind of like if it's like a Reminds me of an evil idea I want to try. Oh? And what was that idea? Press shift to run on walls to make everyone paranoid that they're in a horror video game. You could go into like an office building and stand in an elevator, wait until a few more people go into the elevator as well, and then just go, I bet you wonder why... what was it? I bet you wonder why I've gathered you here today. That's gonna cause some confusion. Back to... Oh. Well... Guess I'll say it again in the 30 seconds when the ads are over. That was incredibly poorly timed. Can you not? No. Okay, so office building, stand in an elevator until people join, and when you have like 4 other people there, you just go, I bet you're wondering why I've gathered you all here today. I don't know what you say after that, because there's going to be some questions, but I think that would be a pretty funny moment. I haven't considered what comes after, because you're still stuck in a small metal box with 4 other people, and you just said something incredibly cryptic. But you are going to make them wonder. Was I led here? Why am I here today? Was I influenced? And also, has someone been watching me? You just gotta hope that none of the people in that elevator have some kind of paranoia, because at that point they might just kill you. Am I the main character? Or maybe you're just a side character. Either way, you're pretty close to the main act. Or maybe you're about to be used for a very dangerous job and then just discard it. How did you not get hit there? Door immunity. mean, the reason I ran through all those enemies without bothering is because I knew the door immunity would help me. Although if the doors were just not there, I would still run. Or some bullshit. I don't know. There's not enough... I think there's not enough doors. A single one to hit you when the frames were over. Nah, because while the door is opening, I'm constantly spamming roll. Like, I'm constantly spamming the button, so as soon as I'm free, I'm rolling and I have iframes again. Sometimes I still get hit there. Sometimes it does happen because there's a slide window. But the enemies have to basically line up perfectly to hit that. It's rare. Very rare. Where is it going? All the way over here. Just killing 4 of them in one shot is pretty nice. Rare, but not 0. Yeah, it does happen, like, once every 50 or so runs. Every blood moon. Maybe. I don't know how often those are. But maybe. This is such a chaotic fight when I'm just here in the middle beating on the old man. And sometimes the other gets tried to intervene, but it's never enough. Standing here, I realize, yep. This is also kind of funny. If you jump on a crab like that, it will stance break them for whatever reason. Like, the jump only dealt 1 damage, but because it came from above, it just stance breaks it instantly. Oh. Huh. They're very eager these days to just jump to their death. Oh, wait, there's one more. Where's Hazel? 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 Where are you? There you are. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah, no. Hey, stay. Hazel, where are you going? What the hell? Okay, that's bullshit. I can't aim magic that just does a 90-degree upward thing, but Hazel can, because Hazel is an NPC. So... Ah, you're coming back up. Perfect. There we go. That's how it's supposed to go. Okay, well, before I go to the watchdogs... Not expected. Yeah, enemies don't really know how to handle it when the target is technically in range and inside, but on a ladder. They just don't know how to handle that at all. Right, point into strength. I think some luck would be nice.
Farewell, Ashen.
What's my damage? 432? Could be better.
Oh,
I also wouldn't know how to handle. I mean, I'm pretty sure you would not just jump off the ledge trying to hit the enemy. At least I would hope that you wouldn't do that.
be safe.
Oh wait, I can't just get my 3 levels because I have 99 hollowing. Right, I don't even need to go kill myself.
Then shall we begin, Ben?
You don't know that. I would hope,
Then
you
shall
know?
we begin, Bear?
I would hope you wouldn't just
Then shall we begin, Bear?
punt yourself off a cliff when trying to hit someone on a ladder right at your feet.
Lord.
I don't know, maybe hack at their hands or something? Oh yeah, did he say about that I have ample strength?
Oh,
Yeah. Perfect. 5 free levels. Those are going to become very valuable as we go deeper and deeper into New Game Plus. Because those are expensive. Like, to level up now, I need 133,000 souls. That's kind of expensive, you know? So then you said, ah. Yeah, but the subtitles said ample strength. Ah, you've attained ample strength. Well, and now that I can't get 3 levels from him anymore, he will soon die. Not by my hand, mind you, but he will. But he would have died anyway after I kill the guy. You guys, yep. And it's just unavoidable. He always dies. Either after you get 5 free levels from him, or after you kill the next boss, like the next boss I'm fighting, the Watchdogs of Farron. Ow, can you take that knife out of my back, please? Yeah. But if you get the 5 free levels from him first, he's replaced by a hot waifu, so it's only upsides. Downgrade? Really? I don't know. I think a humpback guy who's always wearing those weird black robes and that weird turtle shell on the back just doesn't do it for me, you know? He has charisma. I don't know. I mean, when you first meet him, he begs you to kill him. So really, he's just getting his wish. But you wouldn't know that because I spammed through the dialogue. I do the same sometimes. Then you can't be surprised if at some point you encounter someone who's going to grant that wish. You know, if you keep asking, at some point, someone might acquiesce to your request. I also like how the weapon name is Reinforced Club, but all it really is I hammered some nails into the club and put some wire around it. And that qualifies as reinforced. It does explain the bleed damage at least. Look how much reinforcement there is. Yeah, it's like half a spool of wire. Ow. Oh no, did your legs break? What a shame. Look, Ma, no legs. And now I'll cave your skull in. It's actually quite a nice view from here. Look, over there's the Cathedral of the Deep. There's a high wall of Lothric and Lothric Castle. Down there is the Poison Swamp. That area looks unfinished because it's out of bounds. And there's a nice beach and the open sea. Actually quite nice. Where's the sun? I guess it's hidden behind clouds somewhere. It's still 5 AM. Hard to see the sun. Maybe. That could be it. I guess it is either dawn or dusk, judging by the color of the sky. Do you want to stand and fire? Like that, yeah. Is that comfortable for you? That's right. Yeah, it's a strat I developed when I was playing this game with only my fists and I really didn't want to fight this guy in this environment. Or maybe it was during the Broken Sword run. I don't know. It wasn't a run where I didn't have a lot of damage, so I tried the environment and it works. There he goes. Bye bye. Works for that guy as well, but I'm not going to bother. Now we go back here and the door's open. Oh yeah, where did my music go? It stopped a while ago. There. Ow. Door immunity. You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. Against the law. That was a very easy phase 1. Alright. Can I still parry this guy? Do I know how to? Clearly not. Well, I can still backstab him. You couldn't do backflips. Makes you very easy to backstab. What did I say about flips? game over. Alright. Down into the catacombs we go. Neat. Dodge the fire arrows. Nope, not interested. I'm just running past. Ow. Hey, go through the wall. Yeah, good crystal lizard. Can you, like, stop? I do love how these guys are just falling apart. Oh, the Karthus shuttle. Well, if I get curved swords in the future, that's an interesting option, even though I'm probably just going to go with the, cell sword tactic. And bye-bye. Off the ledge you go. Boss time. Oh, what a dark and spooky room. I hope there is no spooky, scary skeleton in here. Oh no! A spooky, scary skeleton. Yo. Can you put your arms... Really? You're doing that already? I only hit you once, you know? No need to already bring out the big sword. Especially since it makes you way harder to hit. Well, it makes this arm way harder to hit. I'm stuck. Never mind. It's all good. I'm fine. And down into the abyss you go. Huh. What the hell? The abyss is a dead end. Oh well. I'm sure there was some magical darkness there that was eating him up. Oh well, anyway. Down into the smoldering lake we go. Let's see if I can host the Mimic X Demon Fight Club again. Mimic, come here. Alright. 1,000 damage, 500. Ooh, okay. Some good hits, some good hits. Let's get a complete piss off. We're hosting a fight club here. Oh, the Mimic is doing some good damage. It's trying to do the grab attack. Unfortunately, that only works on humans. And it's dead. Well, it still dealt some good damage. Can the demon stop doing that attack? Thank you. I think that's my third Black Blade. I do that every playthrough. Sometimes the Mimic wins. When the Mimic doesn't attempt to do the grab attack, the Mimic can deal some insane amount of damage. I just wanna get this bonfire for sure. I guess I should be collecting some large titanite shards while I'm here. 1, 2, 3, ow. Ow. 2, 3. Just ignore that little worm. What's it gonna do about it? Whatever, let's just go into the boss room. Hey, old Demon King. Get fucking bonked. I got stuck on a dead demon's foot. Dead Demon's Foot is a pretty good band name. Big explodey time. Like that. And now it's game over, old man. You should just retire. That was the wrong bonfire to walk to. Irithil. Hey, at least this time, on this run, I actually get to riposte Pontiff if I parry him 3 times. I don't expect to parry him 3 times though. That was just a very lucky circumstance in the whip run. Yeah, I run to here, I think. And I can riposte the little crocodile. Oh, look, it's praying. I'll put you out of your misery. Not taking that bonfire. I'm not planning for failure. Because that has never bitten me in the ass before. Did I ever... Yeah, I did buy green blossoms last time. Thought I forgot about that. That was a lot of damage. Scary. You followed me, you stalker. I'll grab the distant mana bonfire and then we'll go Pontiff, Aldrich. Then we turn around and go down to Yorm. Oh, right. It's been a while since I got grabbed by that fucker. One of these days I should look up where all the New Game Plus items are and just collect them all in one fell swoop. Hey Crimson, how you doing? We're on New Game Plus 2 and this time the weapon wheel gave me hammers. So now I'm playing through the game with a reinforced club. And reinforced really just means I put some wire around it and then hammered some nails into it, and that's it. Yeah, hammer time. And that means if I parry Pontiff today, I actually get to riposte him, unlike last time. Oh, and the Ancient Wyvern is going to be a lot easier. Like a lot easier. Although it wasn't really hard last time, it was just slow. So let's just say it will be faster this time. That's time consuming, yeah. Hey, you Silver Knight, come over here. You have a divine blessing that I want. Oh, I missed. Yeah, the reinforced club is a little bit short on sometimes. Oh yeah, I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. How many divine blessings am I up to right now? Oh, 11 in total. It could be more, I haven't been totally diligent about collecting all of them. Ow. Right, I remember why I usually go the ladder route. It gets rid of the dogs. Oh. The game crashed. It's been doing that a lot more frequently recently. I know that Dark Souls 3 looks like I get to do the ladder. Yeah, it crashed at the exact same time last and like almost the same point last time. Three times, yeah. I know Dark Souls 3 has a memory leak issue that causes crashes. But that only really applies when you're going fast. Like I've had play sessions like 6 to 8 hour play sessions in the past. But the crash and the memory leak issue seems to only happen when you go through a lot of areas fast. And I guess since I've been all the way up to the Grand Archives and then all the way down to the Smoldering Lake with everything in between, Cathedral of the Deep and everything, that happens, I guess. When I just play the game normally and go a little bit fast, usually it crashes around the time I get to Osiris, when I just do a normal route. And I guess that's about the same amount of areas loaded, so it could just be that. The Speed Souls community has supposedly a fix for that, but that fix has never worked for me. Like, the executable I'm using right now is the supposedly fixed executable. It just doesn't work. Isn't that right, Pontiff? Ooh, look at those numbers. That was another parry opportunity right there. Ooh, I've never gotten that parry before. See, riposte. Yeah, I was really missing the riposte last time. Hey, 3 parries. That's how many I got last time. Is really fucking me right now. Damn. Yeah. The camera was really bad there. Yeah, very unfortunate. I think if the camera didn't fuck me there, that would have been a very easy victory. Oh well. Here we go again. That attack, I don't know. I just can't get the timing right. The fact I got it last time was just a coincidence, that was luck. This one, I know the timing. Doppelganger. Oh, I actually staggered him out of the hit. That was lucky. Alright, time to die. Nice. So far, I'm not really noticing a difference between New Game Plus 2 and New Game Plus 1 and New Game Plus 2. I don't feel like the enemies have that much more health or any more health, actually. Let me bonk your head for a bit. Just because I can. Okay, I should probably swap this out for fire for Aldrich. Ow, that hit me in my foot! Oh no, I took an arrow to the knee. Now I can't be an adventurer anymore. I have to look where I got some work done. Have a nice stream. Yeah. Hope you have fun. I hope the work is not too bad. Welcome to Anolondo. Do I open the doors? No. No, I won't. I'll just go straight to Aldrich and it will be fine. I'm sure. Bonked. Should be over here. No? Right behind. Phase 2. Please don't do an arrow attack. Okay. It's gonna spawn over here. Or not, because I ran too fast. Usually he always goes to the one that's the furthest away. We should be over here, right? Just ignore the fire, stand in the fire. Stand in fire, damage go higher. Old MMO wisdom. Prison time and Yorn time. And I guess I can unlock Archdragon Peak while I'm going through the prison. Hi, Alva. Do hammers have hyper armor? I actually don't know. It's not a weapon class I use very often. Usually I only ever use it on a SL1 run, because the Depraved starts with a club. So I don't actually know if hammers have hyper armor. I assume they do on their R2 attacks, but most likely not their R1 attacks. I think R1 hyper frames are usually reserved for ultra great weapons and great swords. Like, but not puny little hammers like these. Pickaxe. Hey, that's technically a hammer. At least it's classed as a hammer, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah. The pickaxe is a weird weapon, at least in Dark Souls 2. It's... You have to lure... Like, from... Huntsman's Corpse, I think? You have to lure... a pig all the way to just before Duke's Deer Freya. And then it will like dig at some mushrooms, and that will unearth the pickaxe. Although it's like super annoying to do and everything, it does make the pickaxe in DS2 a way cooler weapon. Same with the weapons that were like exclusive to being dropped by cutting off a boss's tail in DS1. I wish that was a mechanic they kept. They have it in Night Rain for the Gaping Dragon. But I would really like it if that mechanic, or like secret, semi-secret weapons like that, were still around, or were also in DS3. And I don't think there's anything like that in Elden Ring either. Not that I would expect there to be, really. Alright. Well, I guess since I'm already here... Let me see, is that the sign? Yeah, I think that should work. Since I'm already here, I hope I can do quick kill with a club. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work with every weapon. need you to do the side-to-side weapon fire breath attack. No, no. Then I need to go what? Like here? Oh. Well, very dangerous. Right. Flames from the front, so obviously I get knocked in the opposite direction. Can you do the side-to-side flames, please? Like, come on. Dude. That's the one, but I wasn't prepared. This is ridiculous. Just fuck it. I'm going through the area normally. That's apparently that would have been faster than trying to get this stupid wyvern to do the one attack I needed to do. Because apparently it is just impossible for that guy to do the side-to-side attack, except the one time where I'm not prepared for it. Did it climb the ladder? I think that fireball angle shouldn't be possible. There we go. Could have just done the side-to-side attack, and I could have done this on the ledge and do the quick kill, but it just doesn't agree that that is a possibility. Anyway. Let me just quickly run through this area, and with them we kill Nameless King. Sounds like a plan? I think that sounds like a plan. Oh, but also, give me that. And these. Hawkwood or anything. Not necessary. Well, Hawkwood isn't even here. I haven't talked to Hawkwood, I've not done anything to progress his quest line, so... Alright. Nameless King. Can I get him first try? The range of the club is really, really low. This song and dance, Elliot. Lightning. Slam down. Club to the face. Ah, there we go. That should be not it, but a good chunk. Phase 1. Man, my rolls are not on point. Voice damage from the club is a lot better than the whip or the spear. And I got a bleed proc. Yeah, the simple Ooga Boonga smash works surprisingly well. Finish it off with a riposte. Beautiful. Nameless King, son of a god himself. A god himself. No match for a wooden club with nails. That just goes to prove that that is the most powerful weapon you can literally just craft in your backyard. Just get a piece of wood, hammer it through, nails through it, and boom, you have a god-killing weapon. This is not legal advice. Yo, can you, like, get out of the way? Now, also, over 1 million souls. Again, after I already spent nearly 1 million souls. I think the area where I notice New Game Plus the most is literally just soul gain. That's a lot more noticeable to me than, oh, this boss has 10% more health. Although I do know the New Game Plus jump, like the increase in HP and everything, is the biggest from New Game Plus 0 to New Game Plus. But after that, the scaling isn't even that high. Alright, there's literally nothing stopping me from just running through here. Oh wait, there's one thing. I do want these ashes. I did not grab the excrement covered ashes, so I will not have access to, what is it, large titanite shards? Maybe I should go back and get those at some point. Because I would like to just buy a lot of upgrade materials so I don't have to worry about that again. I was very lucky. If that gargoyle hit me, it would have been over. Okay, here we are, Profaned Capital. This is going to be the slowest boss. Because unless I roll Great Sword on my weapon wheel, I will never be able to use Storm Ruler to kill Yorn in any of my 8 runs. On the first run, it was literally impossible for me to get a greatsword, because none of the starting classes actually start with a greatsword. None of them start with any, like, super heavy weapons. I forgot for a moment what I had to do. Come on, slam down. That's a good amount of damage. Ow. Ow, can you not do that? Okay, so 2 R1s are... Although my buff ran out, so I can't really compare it that well. Six damage. Oh, I'm in the way, you can't even see the damage. But yeah, lightning buff and charged R2 on an arm does 666 damage. Prophetic. Yeah, did you see it? I need to lean over when I do that next time. There! 666. The mark of the beast. Oh, the buff ran out. Now it's only 641. never consciously looked at the number of 2R1s. Is that more damage? No, it's basically the same. It's like a 3 damage difference. And it's not fast enough to get 2. Although maybe if it's an uncharged R1 or R2. No, not fast enough. This is going to be the slowest fight in the run this time. Last time Agent Wyvern was slower. The whip was actually surprisingly fast at Dorm, just because the two-handed R2 has enough vertical reach to consistently hit the head with a little bit of manual aiming. During the slam down, the head is close enough to the ground that the two-handed whip R2 can hit it perfectly, and that does like 700 something damage per hit. Ow. Slam and oh, phase 2. Can you do the knockback, please? Man, I really don't like that knockback, man. No. And my camera was turned around in a weird way. I should play a little more. Actually, no, I don't need to play more carefully. Dancer's not alive, so I don't need to worry about having a back-to-back fight. Still, I shouldn't be playing ass. Should not be playing like ass. I want a proper stance break where I can actually hit his heads. Please. Stance break is just not good enough. I can't hit the head. I can't riposte on that. Right now, like 10 minutes. Feels long. Playing like really sloppy. I think Yorm is immune to bleed, isn't he? I think so, yeah. Almost over. Just a little bit more. There we go. And I got teleported to an empty room with nobody in it. Like, I feel like this teleport doesn't make sense if you do this game out of order. If you do Dancer early and have already killed Lady Emma, it just does not make sense. Anyway, Grand Archives. Done Archdragon Peak, so it's just Grand Archives DLC final boss. By the end of this, I'm going to have 8 copies of Gotthard's Twin Swords, because you need to pick it up. You can't get around it. Maybe I should have waited for the parry. I think he was about to do the parryable move. Also. There we go. Alright, let's just run through. Gentlemen, let me just dip my head real quick. Just one quick dip and I'll be out of your... I was about to say hair, but I can't tell if they have any. And saying that to a bald person seems like very rude, so... just one quick dip and I'll be out of here. Hey, do you, oh no, that's not the attack. That's the attack. Down here. Ow! Oh, that hurt like a motherfucker. No, I don't want to get shot at by that guy over there. So I would wait for the parry, but really didn't want to get shot at constantly by that mage over there who can't mind his own business. Like, I'm not hurting you, I'm just attacking the crystal sage over here. Nothing to do with you. Just keep reading your books. I wonder if the club is one of those weapons that can make use of the blind, the unaware Lothric Lorien exploit. Never tested that. I've only ever done it with the twin swords, the Sellsword twin blades. And even that didn't always work because my alignment is very bad. That hurts. Like, do you realize how much that hurts? You can't just let me go, huh? Like, I'm just a man with a club. Nobody important. Why are you all so focused on me? Like, damn. That's 4 of you. Crazy. This place is crazy. no way I can just drink without any issues? Oh, that was a very, very opportune bleed proc. Still not allowed to be full health, huh? I could use one of these. Never mind! Did that use my divine blessing? So, the thing I blame here is the furniture. If the furniture didn't block my movement, I would not have gotten hit by that one attack when I was healing. And then I wouldn't have tried to use a divine blessing, and it did use it. Motherfucker. That's what I hate sometimes, you know? That's like, if it uses it. Oh, my throat. If the item is consumed, then give me the effect. Like, something like this just shouldn't be possible. Oh, you consumed the consumable item, but the heal effect does not apply at the same time, so you die. What bullshit is that? What kind of logic? It's not like I consumed a heal over time effect, I consumed an instant full heal. Seriously, it feels like there's no room to heal sometimes. Yeah. Oh, that's not it. Oh no, that was it. Weird. That is not the brother I wanted to attack. Still, why am I teleported to the front? I do not want to attack that boy. I want to attack his brother, alright? Man. I've never had that problem before on this boss, because I never use hammers, so I don't get stance breaks that often. Oh well. DLC time, I guess. But also, let me level up. I have like, what, 1.2, 1.3 million souls?
Well, then
Yep, 1.39, almost 1.4. I guess I can start leveling Intelligence of Faith. Although if I have to do a Faith or an Intron, I'm just going to respec. It's not worth pre-leveling that, I guess. So let me wear some heavy armor. Like, I don't know. Yeah, sure. Three completely different armor sets with different colors. Nah. I'll stick to the ragged mask. Anything that doesn't look like ass that has better stats? Arena leggings. No, that looks way too bulky. Lothric Knight. Lothric Knight is usually good. Yeah. Alright. Snowfields. You know what would be funny or an interesting area? An area where, based on how much you weigh, like, based on... Shut up. Based on the equip load, not the percentage, but literally the absolute number, the more you weigh, the faster you, like, sink into the snow or quicksand. So it encourages players to wear as little armor as possible. I think that could be interesting. In theory. In execution it would probably be extremely annoying. But it would be something different from a poison swamp, and those are annoying in execution as well. If we can have poison swamps, why not that? Ow. The dog vanished, but the damage persists. Ah, but you still take the damage. Goodbye, little lizard. Thanks for the shard. Good thing that those don't drop items in the normal way, but instead just give you stuff. That wasn't always the case. So if a crystal lizard ran off an edge, you would have to, like, reload the area, and then the item would be at the spawn point of the crystal lizard, I'm pretty sure. Or just lost. One of the two. I think it depends which game you're playing. I'm pretty sure in Demon's Soul it was just gone. Because that game had, like, no chill when it came to items and losing them. If you obtained, or if you would obtain a rare item or a quest reward for an NPC quest, something like that, but your equip load was too high, and mind you, equip load in original Demon's Souls worked a little bit different. Why can't I get up that? There we go. In original Demon's Soul, it was every item in your inventory contributed to your equip load, and if that was full, you just couldn't carry more items. And items that would bring you over equip load instead were dropped onto the floor. Now, items on the floor do not survive an area reload. So if, for example, you get an NPC armor set after you've done the quest line and he dies or whatever,
Every flame
and you don't have enough like carry weight remaining to take that armor into your inventory, which is not like a crazy thing to happen. That would be pretty common because armor is heavy, so usually you'd only carry the armor you actually use and then use the rest for weapons, useful consumables, healing items, stuff like that. So it's very likely that you just didn't have the equip load available to take care of that item, to put that armor into your inventory. So it's dropped on the floor. And then you have the choice to either empty out your inventory, which might not be enough depending on what kind of armor you're already wearing. If you're wearing a very heavy armor, it might be literally impossible for you to pick up those items. And you would have to drop the armor you were already wearing. And who in their right mind would realistically do that? It's also not a realistic ask of a player to drop the armor they're wearing to equip a new armor. And so I think they just completely got rid of it in the remake. I don't like that solution. I would have preferred to keep the equip load, but instead have an overflow buffer where items you find are just sent to storage if you can't have them in your inventory. So you can at least retrieve them. I think that would have been a better solution. Though I've not played the remake because I don't own a PlayStation. And even then, from everything I've seen, it looks like artistically bankrupt. It doesn't really have the original designs and charm anymore, but yeah. But ooh, look at the pretty particle effects. And what if I don't care about those? Hey, I have not pressed B. Why are you rolling? Why are you rolling? What was it? Oh yeah. So I recognize that there was a problem with the original system of equip load in Demon's Souls, but I don't think the way they handled it in the remaster, remake, whatever, was the correct way. From what I know about what they did. And did you know, in this equip load system is still present in Dark Souls. It's there. It's just been adjusted to the point that it's bad positioning. It's been adjusted so that they basically maxed out the numbers. It's set to 99999 whatever. It's set to a number so high you're never going to actually hit it, legitimately at least. I think there is a way, or maybe it's just disabled, but it's still in the files and in the debug menu. I need to go a lot further, like to here. that's it. Yeah, I think it's not in DS2 because DS2 uses a completely different engine. I'm pretty sure it's not in either Bloodborne or DS3. I think... Don't quote me on that. I think Dark Souls 1 and 3 are technically on the same engine, but very different versions. Bloodborne, Sekiro, basically everything after Bloodborne is on the same engine. Like, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Elden Ring, Night Rain, it's all the same engine. Armored Core 6, interestingly enough, is also the same engine, which is why there have been videos from I think Zulia the Witch, was it? Who just for size comparisons ported an Armored Core from AC6 into Elden Ring. Yeah, so the engine can do that. I don't know why you would want to do that, but... Although I think it would be very satisfying to just blast Melania with the double shotgun AC setup. I think that would be very funny for like 1 second. Yeah, okay. And get riposted. That's what you get for blocking. Is this an infinite loop? Hi doggy, nice to meet you. Plus. Alright. Yeah, get interrupted, you dirty mutt. You overgrown, flea-ridden, soon-to-be carpet. I don't know. Like, how do you insult a wolf? How do you insult a giant wolf? I guess you could call him a chihuahua. Eh. Alright, Frida, see you in the arena real quick. Ah, damn it. I thought I could outspace it. behind me. Come over here, old man. No healing. Healing is not allowed. Healing is against the rules. Bosses are not allowed to heal. Got it? Good. And now, when the ashes are two, a flame alighteth. Thou art ash, and fire befits thee, of course. Yep. I messed up a backstab there. Camera got me kind of confused there for a second. Can you do one of your big moves, please? Like, usually you do like 3 by this point. But this time you're just doing basic attacks? Why? Was horribly in that. And of course you do it the moment I'm far away and not able to respond properly. Damn. This fight is not going so well. Go. This is how it's supposed to go. Game over, Frida. Time for the Ring City. Yeah, give me that divine blessing that I lost. It's interesting. You get a lot more souls, but shop prices never increase. So that's nice. But it also begs the question, what am I supposed to do with this many souls? No! Creep! Seriously, what am I supposed to do with these almost 400k souls again? Level up? I'm already level 150. This is double the level my runs usually end at. I don't know what to level anymore. It just feels bad to level health or anything that's already at 40. Strength might still be worth it. Maybe. Because, you know, at 66 strength, if I two-hand the weapon, it's considered 99. And I'm pretty sure it caps at 99, like a hard cap. So even if I have 99 strength, it's not suddenly considered a 143 strength. Because the game just does not consider that to be a level. I hope that I didn't hit the kill plane yet. Okay, still alive. That's bad. Take care. Let's take care of the angel. Speaking is hard. Demon Princess. No, Demon Prince, who's made up out of the Demon of Pain and the Demon from Below. Demon of Pain or Demon in Pain? I think it's in Pain. Yo, can you interface? There we go. Alright, Demon in Pain. Let me put you out of your misery. Toxic again. You already toxic me last time. Very nice. Get bonked. That's one. And this is two. One thing I really appreciate about the hammers by now, or about this club, is the ease with which I get stance breaks. The poise damage is really nice. Ow. That really hurt. I'm playing like ass. Absolute ass. But it's over. Always nice. I like this fight very much. Okay. Midir, Half-Light, Gale, final boss. Shouldn't take too long. Just a quick run through the ring city. And then the bosses are basically all clustered together. Don't fall. I've fallen one too many times there. I've fallen there once, but that is one too many. guy just summoned his archer in slightly different positions. This would be very different. Hello, Mr. Adjudicator. Bye, Mr. Adjudicator. I'll see you down there.
By the fire.
Although you are probably a different Adjudicator. You're not all Adjudicator Argor, are you? No. Out of the way. Stupid little priest. I don't even know what you guys are. Ah! I know that you hurt a lot. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember why I don't like this enemy. Doesn't need line of sight. Can attack you from absolute miles away. And deals shit tons of damage. And if it gets you at a wrong point, like, oh, you're currently using an Estus and you cannot move very fast, you can't roll out. Yeah, I hope you like taking 90% of your health bar and just throwing it into the dumpster. I shall partake. Oh, no. Not that one. Not the white locust preacher. Locust? Locust? Not this guy. What's his name? Oh, it just says white preacher. I thought they were like the locusts or something. Well, I also know them under the name Slap Legion, so maybe that suits it as a name as well. Okay, let's see if I can run. And safe. No lap, no patches. I haven't even met patches on this playthrough. In this circle. I just noticed I never infused this club. Like, I upgraded it, but I'm pretty sure if I did like a heavy infusion on it, it would deal more damage. Whoops. And I even remembered to make a sharp whip before, so... I just completely forgot about infusions. And that they could be useful to me. Medea? Ah. I thought, did he forget I'm here? Am I this unimportant to him? Ooh, I almost rolled myself off the edge. Can you not do that attack for 5 fucking seconds? Ow. Oh, tantrum attack. Why am I inside him? All right. Get back here. There we go. I think first up, Meteor. I think that's a good idea, yeah. Here we go. Am I? No, I just didn't rest, I guess. Since I got hit by that attack. last long buff. Should be phase 2 soon. Ow. That has a very long hitbox. For quite a while. Oh yeah, always does that attack twice in a row in phase 2. The hyper attack. Here we go. Big damage. Where's the bonfire? Oh, there it is. Two more bosses. Also, almost at 1,000,000 souls again. I'm still kind of hoping to get ultra great swords on the next roll so I can play with the Ring Knight twin paired ultra great swords. I think that would be very fun. Bitch. The king's decree is no trifling matter. I, Judicator Argo, shall deliver thee justice. Hearken to the voice that summons thee. Make haste. Oh, wait, there was more in between. Right. That speech is so fucking long.
Hearken to the call that summons thee.
Make haste. Good day, mate. How's the weather, huh? Clouds with a chance of bonk. Now, this is actually dangerous. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Because of course the machine has perfect parry timing. If the machine wants, the machine always parries perfectly. About them apples, huh? Welcome to the fight. Are you out of arrows? So, huh? What's he doing? Like I said, the machine always knows when to parry. But the machine can't deal with a club to the forehead. Alright. 2 more bosses. Gale and the final boss. Machine has a famous weakness. It dies. Exactly. The game has another famous weakness. When you go through too many areas too fast, it also dies. Like this happened the same, like almost exactly the same. The last time I did this run, or this exact route, it crashed twice. Like it crashed in Irithyll, and it crashed around this stage. Can we make it 3? Probably not, because I'm pretty sure the issue is a memory leak when you go through too many areas too fast. Like when I do my normal runs where I go fast, usually usually I follow the normal route and progression, and then it crashes around the time I get to Osiris. But on this route where I go do everything in Lothric Castle first, it crashes in Irithyll, which is around the time when it loads on Orlando, and that means it has loaded, and it also has loaded the Catacombs once. That means it has loaded the exact same amount of areas as in my normal runs, and that's why it crashes. And I don't know why it crashed twice. I haven't really gone through many areas since then. Although maybe, since it crashed in Irithyll, that means it's Irithyll, Anolondo, Cathedral. I think it also loads Archdragon Peak. It might be enough areas, since I've gone through to the Grand Archives after, which probably loads High Wall of Lothric again. Yeah, it might literally just be the amount of areas loaded in quick succession in one session. Oh, you know. Yeah, the problem is I can't really do anything about it. The executable I'm using should already be the one that fixes the memory leak. It's the one that speedrunners use. But it has never worked for me. That you know why it happens. I have an idea why it happens. I don't know that that is the case, but yeah, it's like on the plus side, I know why it happens, but on the flip side, there's nothing I can do about it. So it really doesn't matter that I know why it happens. Ranged attacks? That's not very knightly of you. No, I can see it written right there. It's in the middle of the screen. It is the knight as in the medieval knight. Multi-classing. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Hey, I got the bleed proc. I think the bleed has happened exactly 3 times this run. do something about that right now. I mean, I guess, where's the audio settings again? There. I'm just in the middle of the hardest boss fight in the game, no worries. At least in my ear it's a lot quieter now. And, well, the meters in OBS also show it to be at least a little bit more quiet. I think this is also like the loudest boss fight in the game. I staggered him out of his attack. It's always so great when that happens. Haha, you hit the wall. Pointed laugh, the old man walked into a wall. And now he's dead. Okay. Now I can put this back and maybe lower it in OBS a little bit. Although the game is a lot more quiet in general outside of this one fight. Oh yeah. Final boss. What? Bump it back up, yeah. We'll see how it is in the final boss. Oh, I haven't talked to the Shrine Maiden on this playthrough at all. Here, take all of this.
Oh yeah, what?
Give me a few more of these. And you're gonna go for risky strats. I don't think I know any risky strats outside of going for red tearstone ring, which is... Nah, I'm not doing that. Give me a few of these.
Ashen one.
Welcome us. Very then touch take.
Oh wow. 2 points in strength to get 1 more point of weapon damage. That's crazy. Nah. I think I'll just hold on to these souls and see what the next... thing is. I also haven't talked to Andre. Do I have a heavy gem? Oh right, I don't have the coal.
Ready?
Right. Whoops. So if I should go around collecting some key items before the next run. Just so I can buy upgrade materials and so I can actually use infusions. Speedrunning key item getting... Yeah, I mean, I know where they are. I know which ones to get. Pretty sure at least. But I don't need to do that now. Didn't work. All right. It's funny. I'm on New Game Plus 2 right now, and so far, every new game cycle has taken less time. I think the New Game 0 run with spears took like 8 hours. The whip run on Friday, yeah, Friday, took 5 hours, give or take. And now this one is going to be around 4. I don't think this pace is sustainable. Questionable hit. One more to make sure. Pling, pling, plong. He kicked me in the... Ow! Stop kicking me! Oops. I thought I could get behind him. That didn't quite work the way I imagined. And there it is. Game over. And that's New Game Plus Plus. Roll credits. Any final remarks? Not really, this was run 3 of 8. We have a lot more to go. And yeah. I hope the weapon wheel is kind to me on the next run. Like, this one was fine, but there's still some less optimal choices on the wheel. Begin journey? Nah, not yet. Maybe get greatsword. Greatsword would be nice. Greatsword would make Yorm a lot easier, because then I could actually use the damn Storm Ruler for once. At least I don't think there's any weapons. No, actually there is weapons left. So if I get spell tools, I will not be able to get what's it called? The Ancient Wyvern easily. Rapier is not a good choice. Like, Rapier is... Rapier has the same kind of problem that spears have. It's better than spears, but there's no real great rapiers in this game. Let's see, if I were to get a rapier, it would probably be... I mean... Crowquill? It's a special thrusting sword, I think that counts. But it's also like the... I don't know which one I would even use, to be honest. Same as Rapier. Rapier has better critical. Oh yeah, same as Rapier, same weapon class, yeah. I don't know. I don't know which one I would use. The Erythir Rapier has the best base damage. That's for the wheel to decide, exactly. No use worrying about it. I might never have to use a thrusting sword on this journey. That would be nice. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. We'll roll the weapon next time again. And until then, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had fun. Take care, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye.